My boss made my life hell for 2 years. She screamed at me in meetings, took credit for my work, and tried to get me fired 3 different times. So I destroyed her career using nothing but a filing cabinet and her own arrogance. This isn't a revenge fantasy, this actually happened. And the strategy I used has been replicated by dozens of women who found themselves targeted by workplace bullies. The best part? It's completely legal, professionally unassailable, and uses the bully's own behavior against them. Here's what I learned about workplace bullies. They're successful because they're selective about who witnesses their bad behavior. They save their worst moments for one-on-one interactions where it's your word against theirs. But they have one fatal weakness. They can't help themselves. If you give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves every time. My strategy was simple but devastating. Create a paper trail so complete and documented that their behavior becomes undeniable. Here's exactly how I did it. First, I started documenting everything. Every interaction, every email, every instance of inappropriate behavior went into a file. But not just any file, a legal file with dates, times, witnesses present, and exact quotes when possible. I treated it like I was building a court case, because essentially, I was. The filing cabinet part is crucial. I kept physical copies of everything at home, backed up digitally in multiple locations. When bullies realize they're being documented, they try to make evidence disappear. But you can't hack a filing cabinet in someone's spare bedroom. This documentation strategy is one of the core systems I teach in my book, Underestimated: 20 Tales of Women Who Made Them Pay. It's not about getting emotional revenge, it's about building an unassailable case that protects you legally and professionally. Second, I started creating witnesses strategically. Instead of suffering through her abuse privately, I started having important conversations with her via email or in public spaces where other colleagues could overhear. Bullies hate having witnesses because witnesses make their behavior real and undeniable. Third, and this is key, I never reacted emotionally. Every time she tried to provoke me, I responded with calm professionalism. This drove her crazy and made her escalate her behavior, which gave me even more documentation. The bigger her tantrums became, the more evidence I collected. Here's the psychological principle that makes this work. Bullies are addicted to emotional reactions. When you stop giving them the drama they crave, they escalate to try to get it back. But escalation in a professional environment always leaves evidence. The breakthrough came during a team meeting 6 months into my documentation project. She started screaming at me about a project deadline, calling me incompetent and threatening my job. But this time, instead of happening behind closed doors, it happened in front of 12 colleagues and 2 senior managers. I didn't argue back. I didn't defend myself. I simply said, "I'll follow up with you via email to confirm the specific changes you'd like me to make," and continued taking notes. Professional, calm, unshakable. After the meeting, 3 colleagues approached me privately to say her behavior was unacceptable. 2 senior managers did the same. That's when I knew I had her. 2 weeks later, I requested a meeting with HR. But I didn't go in there empty-handed or emotional. I went in with 18 months of documentation, witness statements, and a clear pattern of harassment that violated company policy in multiple ways. I presented my case like a lawyer presenting evidence. Dates, times, specific policy violations, witness corroboration. I didn't ask them to take my word for it. I showed them proof that was impossible to deny. She was terminated within a month. Not transferred, not given a chance to improve, terminated. And the best part? I got promoted into her position 6 weeks later because I'd proven I could handle pressure with professionalism and strategic thinking.